Hi there, this is Adam with Asian Movie Pulse, and today I'm going to be taking a closer look at the toilet-bound Hanako-kun first doll box set released by Yen Press. So we'll take a closer look at the box here first. So you can see it snaps open on the side here, held in place by a couple of magnets, and then it opens up to reveal all of the volumes. It also includes this poster, which I thought was a lovely addition to the series. It was kind of tucked into the corner here, and I actually didn't notice it until I had gone to the 10th volume. The other nice little touch here you'll see, so if you pop a few more volumes out here, that you can see Hanako-kun hiding in the back. I'll rotate it here just so you can kind of see all sides of the box. Then we'll set this aside for now. I'll share some thoughts on my series itself. So this was my first time reading Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, but it's certainly been a series I've been aware of for some time, and I feel that a lot of manga fans will be. It's been immensely popular for Yen Press and has sold very well. And as far as the popularity of the series, I think it's very deserved. There's a lot of appealing aspects to the book. The characters are very fun and interesting to follow. And the art direction is, to me, it's very gorgeous. What I often look for in manga art that kind of stands out is not just the mangaka's ability to draw characters, but also just to nail the finer details. And the school where this takes place feels very much alive. The backgrounds are very well done, and there's just a lot of personality to the book itself. It also does a really good job of mixing elements of horror, comedy, even drama, and a bit of romance as well. Particularly when it comes to kind of classic folklore and using a lot of creatures and a lot of ideas from both folklore and mythology. Now, as popular as the series is, I don't necessarily think it is a perfect series. There's a few instances that I found a bit of a deterrent. I'll talk about one that I think may bother some. Now, for myself, I don't really care if a book makes light of certain issues, even if it's something that has affected me personally. And one thing that Hanako-kun does is it often makes physical appearance kind of the butt of the joke. With the main character, Nini, forget my pronunciation, she's often poked fun at for her appearance. And she's not the only character, but it's kind of a common theme that it comes back to again and again that I don't think all readers will fully appreciate. The other, I'll just point out here, it's panels like this that really make the series stand out. This is from the last arc in the series, considered one of the more popular ones. And the visuals throughout are just utterly impressive. But this is also a series told in arcs, and although it will probably differ depending on the audience itself, there's always going to be some that kind of fall a bit flat in comparison. Like, not all arcs are created equal. The series mentioned the final one it being the most popular, and I definitely agree with that. The last arc collected in the box set is probably Hanako-kun at its best. But there's a few kind of dips in the series. However, one thing I will talk about that I found somewhat frustrating as someone who reads really fast is, as expressive as the artwork is, there's not really that much difference between the characters themselves. Even though their designs individually, there's a lot of elements. There's kind of two opposing teams in this, like good versus evil, and one of them being a twin of Hanako-kun. And there are subtle differences that you can pick up, but you kind of have to pause. And I found it to be somewhat frustrating, especially when there's multiple characters in one frame. It can sometimes be hard to tell which exactly is the good and which is the evil. And even bit characters that will only show up for a brief period often have like similar hair, similar height, that it can be somewhat frustrating. I wish there was more variety there, but overall it's just a small hindrance. And as I mentioned, I tend to read very fast and go through very fast, so I don't appreciate having to pause and, try to look to see what color the little symbol here is on the side of Hanako-kun to know if I'm which twin brother is currently popping into the scene and causing problems, because their personalities do match quite a bit. And even here, this would be good Hanako-kun, but sometimes the line of morality and what is good is kind of blurred with that character. So it can be kind of difficult jumping between the two. Still, overall, I was really impressed with the series, and I think if you're going to collect it, like myself, and you haven't gotten into it yet, this is kind of the ideal way to grab it. Like, the box set itself is gorgeous. I love the bonuses, and the series is really strong. So even though, to me, this is more of a casual read, and I didn't feel as heavily invested in the story itself, but really enjoyed my time with the series, it's something I'll be happy to come back to, read once in a while, pick up, and just casually go through it. And yeah, the box set, very gorgeous, fun series. So I definitely recommend checking it out. If you haven't been collecting the series as of yet, this definitely is the ideal way to do it. So thank you very much for checking out the video. And I'm hoping to do a few more unboxings, highlighting some of the nicer titles I have here. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.